Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
He's on it, can he get away? And it's Olmo. Threads one in, and that could set him on his way. He's picked his way through. Good claim, no margin for error there. Kane was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Elise. It's Bebeto. Good ball, good take. The ball goes in. Terrific effort! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That has not gone well. Vanderson cuts it out. Serginho knocks it into space, and this is Drogba. Tries a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Georgia really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
That is good alertness. Vanderson. That's a sharp pass. Shot could be... Can he finish? And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Impressive jump! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And reclaimed it in a trice.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, that's fabulous. Decent chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Georgia have their second corner now. All Black breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for the run. Eder Militao promptly onto that, and that is that. This is a promising build-up. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he?
Just the keeper in his way. What a throw in. And the pass is intercepted. And he's going to be disappointed with that. And this is Bebeto. Azar. Now it's Drogba. Shifted it to the flank. Kvaratskhelia receives it in. Oh, shooting chance! Quality ball. Eze! Oh, it's come loose. And that's going up front in a hurry. And it's Eze.
Munich definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, easy pickings there. Hazard. Dani Olmo played out towards the right wing. Hazard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Gets a good foot in there. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Adams with a definite foul there. Adams did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
While sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Georgia have their third corner. Towering header! Has another go! Well taken goal. And that takes him up to 30 goals for this side. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Olise. Great work on the overlap.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And Beckham! A real chance and a real let-off. Spread out to the left. That pass has been well intercepted. Kane, and he was alert to it. It's been shipped out wide. Serginho. This looks promising. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And the referee has blown for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one.
Would the owner of a
Caution
blue
certainly not
car
on the
parked
agenda
outside
here
the stadium
from
gate
both sides.
kindly
Well, I
remove
think the
it, as
message
it's
from the
about to be
manager at
towed away.
half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Danny
And here is the first touch of the second half.
Georgia can really do with some
Number
bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
23, Beckham.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
He's cut it out. Oh, he's having a go! And the keeper could only will that wide of the post.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
That's been cut out, well played.
Might want to be careful there.
Little doubt, that is a foul. Oh, no messing about, it is red. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Decent hit from there. Engages and forces him off the ball. Georgia do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best.
And the finish! It's a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. This is the time you need that pace.
Jupe. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Great vision. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
The ball's gone astray. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Great ball if he can get there.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he shoots! It's hit the upright. Georgia get their fourth corner. He's rising! And there's a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Of course, there's a question mark over the keeper on his near post there, but it was such a clever finish to spot the gap and find it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Olise gets a foot in here. And here's Olise. He's shifting through the gears here.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Not the most accurate pass. Pass somewhat off target. Frimpong powering forward here. The ball has bounced loose now. It's a pretty loose pass. He's going for goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And this is Hazard.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Can he get on the end of this? Duke. And that's a throw-in. And he's managed to get free. And the ball is out of play. Now it's Kane. Oh, perfectly measured that. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Frimpong. Doué. And it's been played through. And he's running through. Oh, that's a fine challenge. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Munich clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he is going into that little black book. The pass has gone astray. The final 5 minutes. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh no, what has happened here? Has a look and place it forward.
Munich really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
No, not quite on the same wavelength.
There will be 5 minutes.
And the keeper's given it away. And a chance! And he's stuck it away. We thought they were done, but never say never. Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Substitution on the field, number 11.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
Can he finish? Pinches it off him. Early ball out from the back. Oh, nicely intercepted. Nicely aimed pass. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick. Beckham! Oh wow, that's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
And that is as far as it goes. They are pumped, boy they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. Beckham voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Smoking is only allowed in areas shown
Georgia
in this map.
have
Thank you
done it.